I've been to 24 places in 2 years. You can probably tell that I like to travel. If you can't, boards in the back. These are some of the things that I've collected in my 24 trips over 2 years, and this is how you can too. So one thing I really want to stress is that I didn't take a gap year and I wasn't backpacking. I was working part-time and traveling side by side. And what I would do is start with countries close to home. Because one, the flight time was shorter, which made more sense for me to take a shorter trip. And two, it required less holiday because it was closer to home. So my best advice would be, if you really want to travel and you don't know where to start and you don't have a full-time job, you should start with countries close to home because that's a lot more easier and affordable, and overall not hard to foresee yourself doing, especially if you've never traveled before, you don't really have much experience traveling either alone with friends, or you've never really been in an airport, you don't understand the world of travel. Just dip your toe in a country that's close to home. Best advice. You can't get around spending money on travel. That's just a part of the game. And if you treat it like a monthly expense, then it's a lot easier to put money aside or make the trip real. So what I mean by that is, normally you might have your phone bill, you might have your car bill or your car insurance, whatever you may have. If you treat it as another bill, so in your head frame it as that's my travel bill, then that makes it easier for you to want to pay monthly, or not even pay if you're not doing installments and if it's a quick trip. Then you can put, I don't know, let's say 300 aside, that's my travel money. If you have a part-time job, that's a perfect time to travel. Mentioned this before, I was traveling while I had a part-time job, and I say that it's perfect because you're not locked into the corporate environment where you only have, let's say, 25 holidays for the year. If you try to travel and take a lot of days off, and with those 25 days, you will see that your days will just be going. So if you have a part-time job, that means you can, normally anyways, it's more flexible because you might have days off in the week rather than just the weekends. And that makes travel a lot cheaper too, because there are, of course, seasons when you should travel in that are cheaper. So when it's school holidays, that's a no. When everyone's in school and there's no half terms, that's normally a good time to go. Weekends are also more expensive because the travel industry knows people are off, people are going to be wanting to take those weekend breaks. What if you're thinking, Tori, I have a full-time job. How do I travel with a full-time job? I won't lie to you, it's much more difficult because I currently have a full-time job and my holiday days are sacred to me. So I do understand the frustration there, but I would say maximize your bank holidays or your public holidays and take advantage of them, and your Mondays and Fridays too, because then you can turn it into a long weekend and you don't need to take weeks and weeks and weeks off. Moving on to money. Understand that you will spend money, and that's okay, because would you rather spend it on a new coat, a new pair of shoes, or would you spend it on experiences? I know what I would choose. Oh, this is kind of hard to say. In total, I spent $10,214 in 2 years on travel, and that was probably expenses and hotel because I wasn't backpacking, if you do remember. And I'm not sure if I counted for spending money. Some of them I did, so it could have been more, but not too much more. But yeah, so 10K on travel for 2 years, and I didn't save that up either. I was paying it as you go, I guess. It wasn't installments in that sense. It was more, I got paid, I'm booking a holiday. I got paid, I'm booking a holiday. I got paid, I'm booking a holiday. It was no elaborate, I've saved for 5 years to get the 10K. There was no money given to me by family or what have you. I did it from a part-time job for the love of travel. So you could say roughly it was 5k a year what was spent. But let's say you did want to save a month. You could put away 425 for 2 years, and that would get you to the 10k that I was speaking about. Or impulsive like me, or like I was and trying to be better, guys, you could book. So those are my tips. I won't say that they're the best tips in the world, but they did make it happen for me. And I will put a list of countries here just in case anyone is interested. So I hope that was helpful. Maybe I'll be doing some vlogs and you could actually see the travel side of me, but for now I will just plug myself a little bit in case anyone does see this, because it's only my second YouTube video. Yeah, we're trying to put ourselves out there this year, get over, you know, people can do hard things, people can do scary things. Anyways, I'm just going to plug myself a little bit. So if you do want to see my travel and you are a little bit interested, you want to dive into more and see how I actually documented all of these places and what it looked like through my eyes, I'm just going to put my travel crepe Instagram right here for you, and you can find that and have a little nose. So anyways, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.